We bring you now inside the Worldwide Arena, Universal Studios, along with the Brain. I'm Tony Schiavone, and you know, top to bottom, Slamboree, what a night this is going to be. We talked a lot about Ric Flair and his return to the ring, but let's talk about Packers Bears, the black and blue division of the NFL. The two, really, the greatest franchises the NFL's ever seen. Green Bay Packers, Chicago Bears. Packers personified by 12-year All-Pro, 13 years in the NFL, 12 straight years in the Pro Bowl, the biggest name in defensive line ever. Reggie White against Steve Mongo McMichael, who was an anchor to that defensive line in one of the greatest teams ever, the 1985-86 Chicago Bears, lost only one game and went on to rout the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. What about it? These two men will collide in the ring at Slamboree, Brain.
I think it's the first time, like I mentioned, I ever heard of where there's two Super Bowl champions. Both men have Super Bowl rings, will be wrestling in a ring one-on-one against each other.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of animosity there because when McMichael, he finished his career in Green Bay. He played his last year at Green Bay.
1994.
And him and Reggie White, for some reason, didn't click. They didn't get along. And I understand they had to separate them once on the chartered airplane going to a football game. They got up in the aisle and were shoving each other. So this thing goes back a long way. And, you know, like McMichael says, the guy stole every move he ever invented, and the guy just copied him. He says Reggie White even ripped the people off. He went for more money. That's why he stuck it to the people in Philadelphia.
You don't really believe that, do you? I mean,
well,
Reggie White, you're talking about, as we said before, the #1 sack leader in NFL history. I mean, you're not talking about a flash in the pan. Another cliche I can use. You're not talking about a Johnny come lately. You're talking about Reggie White. Here's a cover 1 and a 2 count by Hardbody Harrison.
But look at McMichaels. He's no Brian Bosworth either, you know.
Well, he's one of the greats.
You know, Tony McMichael's played in more consecutive games as a Bear than any player in Bear history.
Yeah, and you know, Dick Butkus, legendary Hall of Famer, middle linebacker of the Bears. Mike Ditka tells us that Steve McMichael was cut from the same mold.
Yeah, that's what, and Ditka says McMichaels could come back now and play. He's even called McMichaels and made him an offer to go to New Orleans, where Ditka's at now.
Really?
That just shows you the man's a true athlete. And I'm not taking nothing away from Reggie White.
You shouldn't.
Oh, no, he's a good athlete.
Great athlete.
Okay, he's a great athlete. But
one of the top athletes in the world.
Well, he's one of the top athletes in the world. There, I said it all. You happy?
Yes.
But McMichaels is a horseman. And he's got that Ric Flair influence. He's got that Arn Anderson influence.
And he's got a little bit more experience in the ring than Reggie White.
And he's got Deborah.
That has nothing to do with anything.
Yes, it does. If you're with Deborah, it's got a lot to do with a lot.
Well, yeah, to the midsection now. To the ropes, and good maneuver by Harrison that time. And
look at the body on this guy.
Well, he's built, isn't he? I mean, he is quite an athlete himself. But once again, we're seeing a fine athlete, great shape, great development. Not much experience there, though, at all. 1, 2.
You know, he almost drowned at Nitro a couple months back.
At the hands of Miss Jacqueline and Kevin Sullivan,
yeah. They threw him in the pool.
Yes, he did. That was the safest place for him to be, underwater.
Think if they'd have gone in the pool after him. They'd been like piranhas. Imagine that.
That's pretty vivid. That's a vivid imagination right there. Now the Disco Inferno is going to try to put on his maneuver.
What about Savage and this thing with him and Diamond Dallas?
Diamond Dallas. He's not 100%, but the war rages on. All right, Disco Inferno gets the win. Fans, we will have more on Slamboree coming up during the course of this telecast. We can't wait. Sunday, the 18th of May. What an event it is, top to bottom. One of the biggest events of the year.
Hey, order for your mom for Mother's Day.
How about that? Good plan. We're not doing that, but Eric Bischoff has seen the last of his finagling.
Let me tell you something, Tony. He's more vicious now. He's more ruthless now than he's ever been. Because I know how he thinks inside. I've seen people like him operate before. He thinks he was punished. He thinks he was made a fool of and embarrassed by J.J. Dillon. Now, every waking hour, that man, Eric Bischoff, is going to get back at WCW.
Come and get it.
Okay, I say the same thing, but I'm telling you, I have a right to like what I like. They've never done nothing to me. I'm fearful of them, mind you. Still have a bad neck, and you know, Hall and Nash, I don't know what they'll do some of the time.
Small package, watch out here. 1.
Got him.
2. No, didn't get him. You're wrong. Go ahead.
But I like the way they wrestle times. But the man is a team player. He is an athlete. He's a finely conditioned. Look at that. Athlete. So when he lacks in knowledge, he'll make up in energy
That's
and
right.
determination.
Same thing can be said about Reggie White. As Reggie of the Packers gets ready to face Steve McMichael of the Bears. At Slamboree, spinning, flying body attack that time. Covers 1, 2, and over.
Sargent's going nowhere.
So after losing a week ago,
High
Voltage rebounds to get a big win. And the fans appreciate the effort made by these youngsters, the strides they're making in the sport. And of course, like everybody else, they got to talk into the camera. But,
they're not.
But they deserve it. Go ahead.
I know exactly what they're going to do. They do this after every match. They go back to the locker room. They take off their boots. They take off their trunks.
What?
They turn the shower on.
Wait.
They get in there and they put hair dryers on. There's so much juice going on in there, you wouldn't believe it. You can hear the electricity just crackle. That's what it sounds like when they take a
Hey,
shower.
call the replay. Okay?
That's what some people just don't like to show their face. He said, well, us British people, we demand more respect than that.
Two, got a 2 count.
So he might just rip that mask right off the Dragon.
Yeah, Brain, you're right about that. Regal can really do it all. There's a cover by Prince that time.
Probably the most underestimated wrestler in WCW.
And why do you think that is?
I
Because
think
maybe he's arrogant.
Yes, that's exactly it. Politics. Has nothing to do with the man's ability. That man should have championship matches, but no, politics get involved.
So are you pointing your fingers at James J. Dillon already?
It was before. Now it's fine. I don't care if he ever gets a match.
Larry Zbyszko beyond this program before you can say American Dream. Here's a 1, 2, got a 2 count. So keep it up.
Not doing anything wrong.
Snapmare, and here goes the Prince. This is where he lives, up on top here. Up.
Oh!
Oh, boy.
Hey, you whip by the top and you drop.